Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. Down now. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Brissett. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Brissett on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Cowboys at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Brissett again. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Waste of time.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3. Youngway Koo expected to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brissett. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Brissett. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. The pass underneath, here's Hines with it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Brissett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Wright's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a game of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Koo for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Cowboys 3. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Brissett sets to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the... And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Brissett to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.